Just a few weeks ago, we thought we already had a pretty clear idea of what Apple's first foldable iPhone would look like. Early dummy units revealed the overall shape, the camera layout, and even some of the dimensions. But now, a brand new prototype has surfaced, and it changes more than you might expect. What's interesting isn't just the hardware itself. It's the combination of new physical models, fresh supply chain reports, and hidden software references inside iOS 27 that together are painting the clearest picture yet of Apple's most ambitious iPhone ever. And honestly, if even half of these leaks are accurate, the iPhone Ultra could end up becoming the biggest iPhone launch in years. Taking a closer look at the latest prototype, the first thing that stands out is how much more refined it appears compared to earlier models. The edges look cleaner, the hinge design seems more polished, and the overall construction feels much closer to what you'd expect from a finished Apple product. However, there are still a few surprising details. The device appears thicker than many of its competitors, which raises questions about Apple's priorities. Are they sacrificing thinness for better battery life, stronger durability, or perhaps a more advanced camera system? Whatever the reason, it's clear that Apple is taking a very different approach from Samsung, Google, and other foldable manufacturers. One of the most talked about elements is the hinge itself. According to multiple reports, Apple has spent years developing a custom hinge mechanism designed to minimize the display crease. This has been one of the biggest complaints users have had with foldable phones, and Apple reportedly refused to release a foldable device until it could significantly improve the experience. The latest models seem to support those claims, showing a much tighter fold and a cleaner overall profile. If Apple has truly solved the crease problem, that alone could become one of the Ultra's biggest selling points. When the device is unfolded, things become even more interesting. Sources suggest Apple is working on a display that feels closer to a compact iPad than a traditional smartphone. That means users could browse the web, watch videos, edit documents, and multitask in ways that simply aren't possible on current iPhones. Early estimates indicate that the unfolded screen could offer nearly double the usable space of a Pro Max model. And because Apple controls both the hardware and software, the experience could feel much more optimized than what we've seen from existing foldables. Speaking of software, iOS 27 may have already revealed some major clues. Developers have reportedly discovered references related to fold states, display angles, and adaptive layouts. While Apple hasn't officially confirmed anything, these discoveries strongly suggest that iOS is preparing for a device that can change shape in real time. Imagine opening an app on the cover display and instantly having it expand into a tablet-style workspace when you unfold the phone. That's exactly the type of seamless experience Apple is known for delivering. Another exciting possibility involves multitasking. Apple has slowly been bringing more advanced productivity features to iPhones over the years, but a foldable device could finally unlock the next level. Reports indicate that users may be able to run multiple apps side by side, resize windows dynamically, and move content between apps with greater ease. This would transform the iPhone Ultra from simply being a phone into a legitimate productivity device, potentially replacing both a smartphone and a small tablet for many users. The camera system is also generating a lot of discussion. While exact specifications remain unknown, leaks suggest Apple wants the Ultra to deliver flagship-level photography without compromise. That's important because many foldable phones have historically sacrificed camera quality in order to fit their unique designs. Apple appears determined to avoid that trade-off. If the company can successfully combine a premium camera system with a foldable form factor, the Ultra could appeal not only to tech enthusiasts, but also to photographers and content creators. Battery life remains another key area to watch. Foldable devices require more power because of their larger displays, and Apple knows users expect all-day performance. Reports suggest the company has developed new battery technologies and more efficient internal components specifically for this project. Combined with next-generation Apple Silicon and software optimizations, The Ultra could potentially deliver battery life that rivals or even exceeds current Pro Max models, despite its larger screen. Of course, none of this innovation will come cheap. Industry analysts continue to predict a launch price well above standard flagship smartphones. Depending on storage options and regional pricing, some estimates suggest the iPhone Ultra could become the most expensive mainstream iPhone Apple has ever released. That will undoubtedly limit its audience initially. However, Apple has repeatedly proven that consumers are willing to pay premium prices when the product offers something genuinely unique and transformative. So now the big question becomes whether Apple's first foldable will live up to the enormous expectations surrounding it. Will it redefine the smartphone industry the way the original iPhone did, or will it simply become another premium niche device? With every new leak, prototype, and software discovery, we're getting closer to finding out. One thing is certain. If Apple delivers the hardware, software, cameras, and battery life that these reports are pointing toward, the iPhone Ultra could easily become the most talked about smartphone launch of the decade.